Hey YouTube, this is zooLert Official, and today we'll be talking about the new Nerf Swarmfire. If you guys don't know, the Nerf Swarmfire is in the new Dart Tag Nerf series lineup, and in my opinion this is probably the coolest gun out of all of the blasters, and we'll get into more of that later. This gun is for kids ages 8 and up, and of course you gotta wear proper gear, you know, goggles, the proper shirts and stuff like that in case anything does happen, but most likely just to be safe you want to have all that stuff. Now, before we even get into the demonstration and my opinion on the gun, I'm just going to show you guys what's included in the set. There isn't much, but that still doesn't make this gun very bad. The gun itself is very compact, and by not having too much gear, you can keep everything together. Right here we have the instruction manual, and of course, making it very simple and easy to read. Nerf did a very nice job. Right here you have one box, one sentence. One box, one sentence. One box, one sentence. Very easy to read. Most of it is pictures, and you don't even really have to go through the instruction manual if you guys are really that excited for this gun. Most of it's very self-explanatory. And of course, the gun comes with your darts. There is exactly 20 darts, and all of those darts can fit right into the front of the Swarmfire. And before I move on to the features and stuff on the gun, I just want to let you guys know the gun uses a 1.5 volt C-sized battery, and you could technically put this as a pro and a con, and the reason for that is a pro, or a good thing about this battery, is that it is a large battery, so it has more energy, which means your gun can last longer, and it gives your, of course, gun more power. Unfortunately, these are a little bit expensive, and they're not very common when it comes to battery. Most of the time, you would have a AA or AAA battery inside your house, but this gun also needs 6 of these C-type batteries, so that is a little bit much, but you could probably find these really easily in Target, Walmart, and so on. Okay, so aside from all those little features, I'm going to get into the gun itself, what you guys have been waiting for. Now, the gun itself, as you can see, is pretty large, long, and if you guys could feel it, after you put in all the batteries, it is a little bit more top heavy, but you could actually just wear that out by putting this on your shoulder and, you know, going through all that. Now, the really cool thing about this Nerf gun is it actually has a removable stock. So anytime you grab this orange lever right here and just pull it back right by the tip, you can pull it out right there, and of course you can just place it back inside. One more time, you just pull this back like so, and once you're ready, you just pull out. And a really cool thing is, at first I thought this would be loose, but if I pull at it, it's only slightly wobbly, not much, and you will not be able to get this out. So don't worry about this falling out during a game. It's not going to happen unless you really, really try to. And then on the top, you have your on and off button. This button will just turn on your gun. And moving on to the coolest and probably my favorite part about this gun. When it comes to guns, I'm an auto freak. I love guns that have automatic ability, and what that means is anytime you hold down the trigger of a gun, notice how the gun continues to shoot even though you have your finger pulled back once. Hopefully most of you guys know what that means. Automatic is just once you pull down the trigger, multiple bullets fly out at once. And the reason I enjoy automatic guns is, first of all, they're really cool, and the thing is, anytime you're in a situation where you need to, or it's a little bit harder to aim, you need to use your hip fire, it makes it a lot easier. Now, the thing is, in the very front of the gun how this gun is automatic is once I shoot it, you'll notice that the disc, or this orange tip right here, rotates. This allows the bullets to continue to go through the air tube or nozzle up here, shooting out the bullets at once, which is really, really cool. And I'll get to the shooting test later. And finally, the last feature about this gun is you'll notice that it actually looks more like a futuristic gun. If you really take a look at it, it really doesn't have many features like a real gun. For instance, a magazine, although I do prefer one. Loading the darts in here is okay, just takes a little bit more time. There is also, for instance, no rails or anything to place like sights. Also a bit of a downer, but if there were, it would look more modern, and I do prefer this futuristic look. It looks really, really cool, and the yellow, blue, and the orange really add to the finish of the gun. So now we'll be moving on to the firing test. So I have tested out the range so far. I'm not sure this is exact, but what I've gotten is if you aim the gun straight down, it can shoot approximately 50 feet, which is actually very good for an automatic Nerf gun. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be shooting it automatic, and then I'm going to go to semi. There is no semi feature, just so you guys know. It's just click, let go, click, let go. And what I want you guys to do is listen really carefully. If after I shoot a bullet, each bullet whistles as it goes by. These are technically called whistle darts, which is really, really cool. So if you guys listen very carefully, you can actually hear the bullet whistle through before it hits its target. So first I'm just going to go automatic, and then I'm going to go to whistle for you guys. And now I'm going to be going to whistle. So if you guys listen really carefully, you can hear a whistling sound going right through the dart. And that's it. So before we end the video, I'm just going to briefly summarize what you guys have just seen. I'm going to give you a pro and cons list. So first of all, this gun, again, comes from the Dart Tag series. It is automatic, and the bullets that come with it whistle anytime you shoot it, which is really, really cool. And moving on to the pro and cons list, we're going to start off with the cons. What I don't like about the gun is, like I said before, the batteries go in here. You need 6 of them. It's not too much of a problem. They're very easy to find in Walmart, Target, and all that. But they're a little bit of a hassle if you don't have them. Other than that, the only other thing that I do not like about this gun is there is no magazine. Just means quicker reloading. Other than that, the futuristic design looks really cool, but if you look carefully, there are no sights. That is a downer. I don't like that. It's a little bit difficult to aim, but if you use this tube right here, that can be like a guide. And as you saw in the shooting test, my groupings were decently accurate, so it doesn't make aiming so bad. And moving on to the pros list, what I really like about the gun is, unlike most Nerf guns, you have the retractable stock. It's very easy to take in and out, and anytime you're in a tight situation, you can easily pull it out, and you can give yourself less room so you can turn corners and do all that really cool stuff. And like I said before, the futuristic design may be a con, but at the same time it's a pro, because if you look at it, the design, it's kind of one of those things where you just love it or you don't. In this case, I just absolutely love the design. It looks very nice, gives it a futuristic look. When I first got it, I'm like, is this a gun from Halo? Don't play Halo, but it does look like it. And one more thing I really like about the gun is obviously the automatic feature. The automatic feature just makes this gun unbelievable. Anytime you're about to blast your friends with bullets. It's very easy. And for a smaller rapid-fire gun, it is probably the best rapid-fire gun I've ever seen, only because it doesn't jam, as you can see, and I feel like these bullets, for some reason, travel a little bit farther than your average Nerf bullet. Like I said before, 50 feet. I did test it. And what I really like is, because this is rapid fire and it shoots far, it's very useful in the game. So there you have it. That is my review of the Swarmfire. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, subscribe, comment, and thank you for watching.